John's a big Tiger supporter. He just got solar power installed. He used to spend $600 per quarter on power, but with his new bill plus Metro Solar Easy Payments, he's saving $169 per quarter from day one. That adds up to $88,000 after 25 years. So no, John can't own his power company, but he can own his solar system.
Hi everyone, this is Raw Vision thanks to Metro Solar, and this is what's happening at Tigerland this week. Richmond's returned to the winners list last week with a 43-point win over Brisbane, and the players face a tough next 2 weeks before the bye with games against premier contenders Hawthorn and Geelong. Despite the Tigers winning the last 2 matches against the Hawks, coach Damien Hardwick is expecting a tough encounter at the MCG on Sunday.
Look, we have taken in some good form against them, but does it carry any weight this time? Probably not. You know, they're a form side of the competition, had their first loss on the weekend and still played some pretty good footy. So we've got our work cut out. It's going to be a really tight contest, we think. And I think the big thing for us, if we can contest the ball and get the ball going our way, we think defensively we can hold some sway. So we've just got to make sure we win that contested ball and get it played in our half.
The Tigers will come up against one of the most dynamic forward setups in the AFL this week, and the defenders will have their hands full against the likes of Jared Roughhead, Luke Bruce and David Hale, all in good form.
2 constants there, and you mentioned them at Bruce as the small forward, and Gunston's really their number 1 man now, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's a very good player, Gunston. Obviously in the grand final last year, he wasn't far off being the Norm Smith medalist. So he can run. He does take marks high. He can get in behind his opponent. He's one that last year I don't think kicked a goal against us. Dave Asprey did an outstanding job on him.
Richmond midfielder and reigning Jack Dyer medalist Daniel Jackson will celebrate his 150th game this weekend, and earlier this week he spoke to Talking Tigers about his journey in the AFL so far.
Yeah, it's been a long one, very long one. Yeah. I mean, I went down, as a 17-year-old I was drafted, went down to that camp. I think I must have just been finishing my year 11 and I was that far off the mark back then. I look back now. My first training session, I don't reckon I could even hit a 15-metre target. Like the system's different now. You just don't get guys like us that come through. They're well bred basically to play football, and I definitely wasn't one of those guys. And it's taken me years and years and years to learn how to do it. And I'm still learning.
It'll be footy on Anzac Day for Richmond's VFL team this week, with the Tigers heading to Frankston to take on the Dolphins in a must-win round 4 encounter. Richmond development coach Max Bailey is looking forward to an improved performance from the players this week.
They're a pretty hard contested side, play one-on-one footy, so it's a good focus for us, particularly with our ball security issues last week. So if we can rectify that and then our ball movement, we can get that up and going. We've got some dangerous forwards which should be, we have greater height in their defence, so that'll help, but the ball security will be a big one. Round 6 is the last chance for Richmond fans to go into the running to win a Jeep Wrangler. All you have to do is turn up to the game and you could be selected to take part in the Drive Home Proud Challenge. For more info and to find out about all of Sunday's pre-game activities, check out richmondfc.com.au. I'm Asha Dhoni and we'll see you next week on This Week in Tigerland.